Alright, welcome. Today we're going to be reading Zelda quote unquote hot takes until I find something that's not a very cold take. Until something's actually hot and would cause fire in the community, that's when I'm going to end the video. So the OP posted TOTK are good but not the best, and some people that's cold as hell. A lot of people say that the Zelda formula, you know, the old Zelda formula should be back. This is lame. 100% is miserable grind. You don't say, bro. You don't say like okay. This is a small issue. The fact that you can't obtain Epona without using Amiibo in Breath of the Wild feels like a wasted opportunity for an interesting story side quest. These aren't hot. This is just like a reasonable wish, bro. Like no, hell no. Eslo and Tingle deserve way more recognition. I won't stand any Tingle hate. Eslo, that game like it's a smaller game. Like of course it deserves more recognition. Tingle, Tingle's a big guy. Um, are not made for the generation that loves classic 3D Zelda games, and that's okay. I mean, yeah, that's reasonable. Please give me something that will like make me punch my screen. The timeline is an illusion. I know that already. I punched Hyrule Historia for a whole year. Look up at Hyrule Historia sucks on Instagram. I made that account. Okay, everyone knows that. Continuity. Okay, the DS games were good. I personally disagree with that, but I know that there's a huge following with that because Spirit Tracks was my first Zelda game and I didn't really like it that much. Okay, give me something fiery. Breath of the Wild is just good, not a lot, not as good as whatever. I don't care about the blank is overrated or blank is my favorite. Like of course, Breath of the Wild is better than TOTK. I'm inclined to agree in some ways because it was more revolutionary. Oh my god, that's so boring. I really hope that the success doesn't mean that. Yes, that's what everyone's been saying, bro. Oh my gosh. Breath of the Wild can't exist without what Skyward Sword brought to the series. I mean, I'm I agree. I think a lot of you are right. It was the most recent 3D Zelda game before Breath of the Wild, and it did take a lot from it. That's lame. I've seen a lot of people recommending that new players start with Breath of the Wild before playing TOTK, but if you played then TOTK because it's just so similar, yeah, I mean, yeah, these aren't fiery enough. I used to care a lot about the timeline, but now I think it really doesn't matter. It never mattered to Nintendo. They only put it together because people really wanted it. That is true. That is very true. Um, the crime line, the crime line. I see. I read it with Crackpot. The timeline isn't a crackpot. It's been at least, and it's been. The timeline isn't a crackpot fan theory. It's been at least through and it's been actively maintained with the exception of Four Swords. Every single game. So stop with the timeline isn't real nonsense. Oh my god, I'm gonna punch my